Hello! I am going on the principle that done is better than perfect. I don't know what I was waiting for, but originally in my mind I was wanting to do a monthly book haul and that hasn't happened, so this is a culmination of books since February. So there might be as many books here as there was in my last mega book haul, which was I think December time that I did. Was it January? There was like 80 plus books there. I don't know how many's here, but looking at them all together, there's quite a lot. So I suggest, if you have not got one, grab yourself a cup of tea. We'll ignore the additional mess in the background. I'm sitting in my office and we're going to go with it. First thing I wanted to show you, and it's not assembled yet, but this, I have joined the TBR cart bandwagon. It's actually quite weighty. So I'm looking forward to getting this assembled. Just put this behind me. So I'm just going to grab and go, okay? So today I took a walk to the post office, the charity shop, and my local charity shop at Sir Bernardo's, and they do 3 books for £1 or 50p each. So initially I didn't think I would see anything, but then I saw this one which intrigued me. So it's called The Beginning Woods. And then I saw what looks like a little wyvern on the front, so I was like, I'm gonna try that. But it says, fresh, exciting and utterly exhilarating. A mystery no one can solve, a baby no one wanted, a secret that could save the future. A story that will take you to another world. I'm intrigued. Then this is why I want to do my app that tells me what books I've got. If I'm really organised today, I will scan them all in, but let's be honest, I'm not that organised. I feel like I have seen this. I don't think I've got it in my collection. I've definitely seen it in the works. This is a very loved, well-read copy. It's actually a bit disgusting, to be honest. It's got like things spilled on it, but 50p, you can't go wrong. Well, less than 50p because I get 3 for £1. So it is the Grishaverse 6 of Crows, 6 dangerous outcasts, 1 impossible heist, and it's on the back. It said it's like Ocean's 11 set in a Game of Thrones-esque world, which intrigued me very much. Then just to satisfy my spice need, I'm very much expecting the plot to not be there, but I opened it up and the first word I saw was orgasm, so I was like So we've got Sylvia Day, who wrote the 50 Shades of Grey book. I have never heard of this one. It's 7 Years to Sin. Again, an author I have. Now, I'm not sure what order these go in, so you'll need to bear with me. They are by Raymond E. Feist. So we have got Into a Dark Realm, Flight of the Nighthawks, and Wrath of a Mad God. Now, when I was in the charity shop a few weeks ago, it was this one that I saw first, and then when I was digging about, I found the other ones, because I think I want to say this is the 3rd one, so we'll see. Then, this is quite a up-to-date charity shop book, so it's the Pumpkin Spice Cafe, and I just thought it looked like a nice, cute, cosy read, the kind that I'll probably read. I mean, I've seen a lot of people saying that they'll keep, it's got quite big writing, which is good. This is the kind of one that I've seen people say that they would read in like autumn or whatever, but I think I'll probably use it as like a palette cleanser, because I am still working my way through the Throne of Glass books. I'm currently on the tandem read, so I'm thinking after I read those 2, I'll have a wee break before I read Kingdom of Ash. Then another series / author that I've never heard of, it's Catherine Kerr, and these actually say what books they are. So the first one, which I ended up ordering online because I got these 2 in the charity shop, we've got the Red Wyvern, then the Black Raven, and then this one. This is the one I saw first, and I don't know what it is about the cover, but the cover just spoke to me. The cover spoke to me so much. This is the Fire Dragon. So I'm very excited to dip my toe into those worlds. Let's move on. Oh wait, these are, I definitely got these from the Book Nook in Sturton. I think I've got a couple of different ones. Bear with. What is that? I don't even remember buying this. Honestly, this is brilliant because I don't remember buying half of these books. This is like rediscovering them all over again. Right, so from the Book Nook in Stewarton, we have got the Stranger Times, and it says, what if the weird news is the real news? And I'll not read the full thing in the back, but it says, dedicated to reporting the weird and the wonderful, but mostly the weird, the Stranger Times is Manchester's go-to newspaper for the unexplained and inexplicable. I just thought it sounded kind of quirky and different, so... Oh, actually, read this one. So, Cecilia Ahern, I used to like read her books like back in the day when I would read anything and everything. And when I was chatting to Sarah, who owns the Book Nook, she recommended this one. So this is 1,000 Different Ways. And basically the idea is, it says, Alice sees the worst in people, she also sees the best. She sees 1,000 different emotions and knows exactly what everyone around her is feeling every single day. But it's the dark thoughts, the sadness, the rage, these are the things she can't get out of her head, the things that overwhelm her. And this actually struck a chord with me because I've always said that I feel like it's easier for the dark thoughts to kind of spiral and get hold of you a lot quicker. So I'm interested to see if this will be kind of relatable. Then the last time I was in there, I'm really just like little books that I'm really more palette cleansers. So we have got Days at the Morisaki Bookshop, and another one that I've seen going about like Book Talk and Bookstagram and things. We have got Medusa, because we know I love a retelling and a reimagining. And then I, in a million years, would never have picked this up, but this was recommended to me and it's actually beautiful. So it's vintage classics and it's called The Bloody Chamber, and basically it is from familiar fairy tales and legends, Red Riding Hood, Bluebeard, Puss in Boots, Beauty and the Beast, vampires and werewolves, Angela Carter has created an absorbing collection of dark, sensual, fantastic stories. So again, it's like, I think it's like retellings, but again, this was very much recommended. I don't know, I'm intrigued. I will let you know how I go on with this. Let's do Waterstones actually, because some of these are birthday presents. So my mum, when we were in Stirling, talking of birthday presents actually, I'll show you this. So, and I'm very excited. My sister asked me what I wanted for my birthday and I immediately sent her my Amazon wish list. And she very kindly bought me the, let's ignore the ugly wrapping, the Plated Prisoner series. And I was delighted because I was secretly hoping that she would buy me those. Because, again, I've heard it's a reimagining, it's all about like King Midas. But it's apparently very spicy. I'm all about the spice life. Yeah, Mum and I were in Stirling a couple of weeks ago and I was in Waterstones and I picked these three up, and then she very kindly offered to buy me them for my birthday. So first of all we have got Never by Jessa Hastings. I know everyone goes on about Jessa Hastings and wow, look at this map, how beautiful is that? Do I want to read Magnolia Parks? I kind of feel like I do, but then I feel like it's maybe outside my usual genre. But anyway, I just love the idea that this is like Peter Pan. A Fate Inked in Blood. Again, another beautiful one. Look how stunning this is. And this is the Saga of the Unfated Book 1. I have heard mixed things about this. Wow. So this is to, a woman blessed by the gods battles to unite a nation under a power-hungry king whilst fighting her growing desire for his fiery son in this Norse-inspired fantasy romance. And then, what's the last one Mum got me? Oh yeah, The Serpent and the Wings of Night, which again is just a standard Bookstagram book talk one that everyone goes on about. I know that it's vampire based, which I have realised isn't really my thing. She says there's several vampire books in this hall, as you'll soon see. I'm intrigued. Oh good, it's more names that I won't be able to pronounce. First book in the Crowns of Nyaxia series. I like that, Nyaxia. And then I had ordered online, was it my Christmas vouchers I had? I was adamant that I wanted to get this one because the Ravenhair reader, also on YouTube, can't say enough good things about this. So I'm really excited to get stuck into this. This is book 1 in the Moonfall series, and she says there's like lots of magic involved in it and things, and it's proper weighty. Look at the little chapter headings. I decided to order the book that wouldn't burn. So this says, the greatest story can reach the stars. Ever has lived his whole life trapped within a vast library, older than empires and larger than cities. Has spent hers in a tiny settlement out on the dust where nightmares stalk and no one goes. The world has never noticed them. That's about to change. Also, when I was in Stirling, I went into the works, and I don't think I've not read any of Cassandra Clare's books. I don't think I have the rest of them. I think I've got the Mortal Instruments through there, but I just saw this and it is stunning. It is the collector's edition of, I mean, it's book 3. I don't even have book 1 or 2. The Last Hours, book 3. This is Chain of Thorns, and it's just stunning. Like, I was even like, when I was standing paying, I was showing the checkout girl and my mum like just how beautiful it is. So we have got the end pages, and then there are actually, when you go through, there's some images within the book. It's, new book smell. It's just stunning. I just love books. Again, I've still to read the other Folk of the Air books, but I saw this. I've not actually seen this one in my local branch of the works, but this one was in here, and it is How the King of Elfhame Learned to Hate Stories, and I just thought it was lovely. So again, we've got images inside, maps. Books make me so happy. Lastly, we have got The Witches at the End of the World, and this says, deep in the birchwoods of Norway, magic courses through the veins of two sisters. For years they've been alone, but sweet-tempered Kaja is tired of living in shadows and longs for a life filled with community, even if it means stifling her magic. But Mina is a witch through and through, with wrath always simmering just below the surface. Different as they will be, maybe, both will never forget the day when they were driven from their village, the day their mother burned. This is just general books. So this is one to do with like my health coaching, so it's like a non-fiction. It's by Dr. Stacey Sims, and she's very knowledgeable on women's health. These are from WHSmiths. June. I don't know if I've mentioned on any of my other vlogs, but I had watched like June, the first film, and initially in our first watch I was like, get what the fuss is about, but I've since watched it several times since and I really like it. So I'm intrigued to read the book and see, obviously it's never going to be the same and the book will always be better than the film, but in this one I thought was really cool because I love Harley Quinn. So we have got, it's a Batman novel, Harley Quinn Mad Love. It says on the back, if you've ever secretly wondered what the Joker said to Harley Quinn to make her turn villain, this is the book for you. Then, this is the one I definitely don't remember buying, but now it's with the WHSmiths ones. I'm pretty sure I got it from WHSmiths. The Surviving Sky. So, high above a jungle planet float the last refugees of humanity. Planet-made civilizations held together by tradition, technology and arcane science. Here architects are revered deeply, with humanity's survival relying on a privileged few. If not for their abilities, the cities would plunge into the devastating fade storms below. I like, as well as like fantasy and sci-fi, I feel like this is like a mix of sci-fi and like dystopian and that kind of thing. I'm kind of into that kind of idea, so I thought it was an interesting idea. And don't really need to say much about this. So when they come out with the Fourth Wing paperback, I thought I have to have it because when I do a reread, I'm going to like highlight and whatever. So this one, when I say about vampires, is Filthy Rich Vampires, and I got it from the works, and it was actually one of their like the 3 for £6 deal that they do. But on that day I only bought this one, so it was like £2, £3 was it? £2.50. And it's the whole kind of trope of like the vampire with the human. Yeah, human. It's that trope. So vampire and human. And I just thought it looked kind of, not light-hearted, that's not the thing, but I don't think there'll be too much thinking involved in reading this one. Then talking about the 3 for £6, I got, again, a few that wouldn't normally be my kind of thing, but sometimes I think it's good to kind of read outside your comfort zone. So we have got the nail salon. In a world where appearances are everything, you can't trust anything. Then we've got the mysterious double death of Honey Black. So it's like a timeline thing. So 2019 and 1949. And one of the main characters gets sent back in time. Artemis, which is to do with a city on the moon. I picked it up and then I was like, oh, Andy Weir, that's the author of Martian. And like I've still to read it, but he also wrote Project Hail Mary, which I think must have been after this, because obviously it's not on the back. And it's like everyone raves about that, so I need to actually decide when I've got my TBR cart put together. I'm going to put in it the ones that I really, really want, because I have tons of books that are on my TBR list because I bought them but I haven't read them yet. But I'll obviously need to kind of refine that, so the books that I can fit in that cart will be my ones that I read after Throne of Glass. Then jumping on another bandwagon, we have got Bride by Ali Hazelwood. Ali Hazelwood's normal books I have zero interest in, because that whole romance type chick lit thing is not my bag. But when I saw it was a vampire and werewolf, I thought, I'm going to see what the fuss is about. Those We Drown by Amy Goldsmith. So it says, combining Greek mythology with influencer vibes, Those We Drown took me on a wild ride. I've always wanted to go on a cruise, but this made me think twice. I loved it. So it's to do with, I think it's like a kind of murder mystery thing. Oh, Belladonna, which I got in the works for, I think it was in like a kind of one of the bargain bins. I've been wanting to read this for a long time. Nettle and Bone, and again another one I forgot I had even bought. After years of seeing her sisters suffer at the hands of an abusive prince, Mara, the shy convent-raised third-born daughter, has finally realised that no one is coming to the rescue, no one except for Mara herself. And then she goes on a quest to complete tasks, and a chicken possessed by a demon. That's okay, that sounds random. Again, quirky, we like quirky. Oh, I think this was a locked library one. So we've got the compass and the blade, to do with the sea, if you couldn't tell. Oh, and then Sunbringer, which I had, it's the next one after Godkiller, which I've also still got to read. Oh wow, look at those edges. But it says, war is coming, Godkiller. Gods are forbidden in the kingdom of Midrin. Now they are stirring, whispering of war. Godkiller Kissin sacrificed herself to vanquish the fire god Seth and save her friends, but gods cannot be destroyed so easily, and neither can Godkillers. That's that bag done. I really like this bag, we've got it in the works. I need a reshuffle. We're nearly there. We're nearly there, people. So these were... So we have got Revel, and this is about... On the island of Vermont, magic flows like bootlegged champagne, and fantasies can be bought for the price of a gemstone. It was giving me like Fantastic Beasts vibes, like that kind of era. This one I have been desperate to read, because I am obsessed with like ancient Egypt and anything like that. Like The Mummy is one of my favourite books generally. Then most recent locked library, how beautiful this is. So this is called What Monstrous Gods, and we have got the beautiful sprayed edges. This is a rich and romantic reimagining of the Sleeping Beauty fairy tale, perfect for fans of these violent delights and the Shadow Queen. So as I say, I love like reimaginings, retellings, and I love Sleeping Beauty, so I'm very excited to read this one. Then Page and Wick. So the candle we got is called Shadow of Cruer, the Bearer of Death. I'm presuming, smells quite fresh. I'm presuming that's like maybe a character in this book, I don't know. And it's called Sky of Fire, very beautiful. Ooh. Then we've got the sprayed edges, full end pages, signed by the author letter, a map, that's always helpful. Ooh, half fae, half witch. Interesting. Your God by Elizabeth May. And then it's the back, sprayed edges. Ooh, look how pretty this is. The end pages are beautiful, very colourful. Using ancient secrets, Galena and Sarah's mother grafted gods into their bones, bound to brutal deities and granted forbidden power no commoner has held in a millennia. The sisters have been raised as living weapons. Now the time has come for them to overthrow an empire, no matter the cost. Some of these books are literal works of art. I am so impressed. Fathom Folk by Eliza Chan. Look at this. Then what was the... I forgot this was what this was like. So that is the naked hardback. How stunning. Tell you, it's like a painting. So Eliza Chan is a Scottish-born Chinese author. This debut fantasy inspired by East Asian mythology and ocean folk tales. I also love the ocean, so that also speaks to me very much. And that is that. I need to go through and count how many I've got here. Thank you for watching. If you have made it this far, please leave a little smiley face emoji in the comments. And I'm going to go now and make another cup of tea, I think. Bye!